Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with Exercise for All. My name's Matt and we're going to be doing a low intensity interval training workout today. So about 5 or 10 minutes out of your day, not too much. It's very similar, okay, to a high intensity interval training workout, and that involves, as it says in the name, high intensity exercises, but we're doing a LIIT, so it's going to be low intensity exercises. About 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Okay, we've got 3 exercises to do. A sit to stand, we're going to repeat that set 3 times. So do what you can. It's all going to be sitting down except for the sit to stand test, which we'll do sort of near the end of the set. Okay, but this is completely adapted to your ability. If you feel like you need to take a little bit of a longer rest, okay, or you can't do the exercises for as long as what I'm doing them, it's fine. It's all adapted to you, okay? So you just take it at your own pace. Now we need to, of course, get into our working position. And if you don't know what that looks like, it's not this, sitting back in the chair, but try to find a chair that hasn't got the arms on it. They might get in the way a little bit, especially when we're moving our arms like this. But you want to be sitting on the front third of your chair with a nice straight back, relax your shoulders, and just, you should feel comfortable. Have a cushion there for support so you don't actually feel like you're sitting in too far back, okay? So we'll get started with the warm-up, just to mobilise our body, get our blood circulating, stimulating those muscles a little bit. And let's start just by moving our shoulders like so, okay? So just moving them round, go one way and then the other. That's it, fantastic. And then just do a couple of shrugs where you're bringing your shoulders up to your ears and then down. Now remember, when you're moving your shoulders, you don't want to be lifting your arms or moving your arms like this. Try to keep your hands planted on your lap so you can just move your shoulders like so. That way you isolate the joint that we're trying to warm up, okay? Now, just to warm up these muscles in our abdominals, okay, and our torso, we're just going to twist, a nice dynamic movement for you. Okay, if you're doing this in a group environment, of course, make it nice and smiley and friendly and give that person next to you a good morning or a good afternoon. So just twisting nice and gently side to side. If you have got arms on the chair, you can actually hold onto that arm and just hold that position for a moment if you want to. But try to keep it dynamic, keep it moving. Okay, good. Okay, now to mobilise the spine as well, what we want to do is reach down and you're going to try to touch your opposite foot, okay? So reaching down, touching your foot, reaching down, and we're going to do about 5 to 10 of these, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, that's about 5 already. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, fantastic. Right, I'm going to sit a little bit further back for this because we're going to do some leg swings. So just bringing those legs up, try to keep that nice straight back if you can, and try to get those legs, those knees as straight as possible. Good. Okay, and the final movement that we're going to do as part of our warm-up, I'll come nice and close so you can see, and that is just going to be lifting up of the arms. So nice and high, up and down. We're going to be using our arms a lot today, trying to increase our range of motion, getting those muscles to work a little bit. Okay, good. One more. Fantastic, okay. Now have a little bit of a break before we get started, because sometimes the warm-up can feel like a workout in itself. I already feel a little bit out of breath. So we're going to be doing 3 main exercises today. Let me talk you through those before we get started, just so you're familiar. Okay, because it's going to be quite a quick turnaround, only a 10 to 15 second rest in between. Of course you can take longer if you need to. So, first one is marching, okay? You don't have to do it just yet. That's going to be for 30 seconds. Then we've got some boxing. Okay, so we're working our legs, working our arms, but mainly we're working our aerobic endurance, okay? But at a low to moderate intensity, remember. The third and final exercise is going to be arms up and then out, okay? So just working the muscles a little bit more. And finally, we're going to be doing a sit to stand. So simply just standing up in your chair and sitting down. And we'll probably do that about 3 times, of course, depending on how you feel. So those are the 3 main exercises. And in between each one, we have a 10 to 15 second rest. 30 seconds on. Are we ready? First one is marching, as I said. So get into that seated position, sitting up nice and straight. Of course, you can move your arms at the same time, alternating with your knees. And let's do this for 30 seconds. Haven't actually got a stopwatch on me, so I'm going to try and gauge this at about 30 seconds. Of course, you can continue for a bit longer, or you can stop a little bit earlier on, but let's try to make that 30 seconds. Try to follow me as much as you can on this. Already 10 seconds in. Okay, I'll make that halfway, so 15 seconds for this exercise. Bring those knees up nice and high. Let's try and get that form, that technique spot on, and drive those elbows back. Just be careful you don't hit them on the chair. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then we get a little rest, and that's what's quite nice about this. And people really do like the interval training workout design because it does give you that chance to get your breath back, okay, regroup, and go with another exercise shortly. So another 5 seconds just to get your breath back, and we are going to be going into the boxing, remember, okay? So 3, 2, 1, drive those arms out in front of you, let's go. 30 seconds of this. Fantastic. Good. Keep going, driving those arms out so they're nice and straight. If you want to slow down a bit, that's fine, you can. Good. Okay, got 10 seconds to go, I'd say. We don't want to make the first set too difficult and wear ourselves out completely, do we? Because we've got 3 sets of this, remember? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. There we go. Right, 10 to 15 second rest. Take a little bit longer if you need to. And the final one is going to be the arms. So it's going to be out and then up, okay? So if you feel like you can't really lift one of those arms as high as the other, maybe just do one arm, that's okay. You can just do it like that. If you can do both, that's fantastic as well. Right, are we ready? Arms out, off we go. Good. So of course, hopefully you've got a good distance apart if you're doing this within a group setting. Outwards, inwards, up, down. That's it, about halfway there, keep going. Up, out, good. Fantastic, about 5 seconds left. I can feel my arms really aching now, and my shoulders particularly. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so that's one set done, but we are going to finish with a sit to stand. So have your little 10-15 second rest, and then we're going to repeat this 2 more times. So that's one set completed. You should be really happy with that. Like I said, it's a 10-minute workout this, you're going to feel really good afterwards. Okay, so just to show you that sit to stand, if you haven't done it before, if you have got arms on the chair to help push you up, you can use them. Of course, you can just use the base of the chair to help push you up as well. But we want to try and get our legs working the most. So now you've got your breath back, hopefully, we're going to do 3 sit to stands. So push yourself up, you want your feet sort of hip width apart. We're going to push through the legs, okay, and when you stand, just do a little bit of a march. And as you come to sit back down, make sure you can feel that chair on the back of your legs so you know you're in a safe spot, okay? And return to your seat slowly. Now you can see that I'm not in my working position, I'm going to shuffle forwards a little bit. Got 2 more sit to stands. Okay, when you're ready, push up. Good, a little bit of march. Just to keep your blood circulating. Back to the chair, I can feel it on the back of my legs. Slowly sit. And I emphasise slowly, okay, don't do it too quick. Let's get those muscles to work a little bit more. Right, one more, we ready? Push up. Okay, a little bit of a march. Return to the chair line, which I can feel, and slowly sit. So that is one set definitely completed now with the bonus of the sit to stand. So have a little 10-second breather. We're going to return to the marching, and then the punching, and then the arm movements, okay? So a couple more minutes of this set, a couple more minutes with another set, and then we're all done today. And this is a workout that you can return to at any time, but this format is really, really good. It works your aerobic endurance, and it's something that you can almost design yourself with your own exercises or exercises that I've done before in previous videos. So, marching, off we go. So lift those arms, lift those knees, drive your elbows back. We've got 30 seconds of this, remember? Does seem like quite a long time, doesn't it? But don't think about the time. Just focus on your technique, your form. Bring those knees up, drive those arms back. Good, and if you do feel really tired, if this feels like more than a moderate intensity to you, if it feels high intensity, you're working at maybe 80, 70, 80%, it's too much. This is only about a 50, 60% workout, if that. Okay, good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. That was a slow 3, 2, 1 because I said 5 seconds. And stop. Right, 10 to 15 second rest. I'm sure you're getting used to this now. And we're going to go into the boxing in just a moment, okay? These are all really good exercises because they just allow you to elevate your heart rate. You've got to work a little bit harder and it just circulates the blood around your body. You feel nice and warm afterwards, especially in the winter with this cold weather that we're having or we're starting to have. But I must admit, it's a lovely day out there today. So, arms at the ready, driving forwards, 30 seconds, let's go. You're going to feel really good after this, I promise you. That's it. Okay, if you want to slow down a little bit, you can. If you feel like I'm moving a little bit too fast, you can slow down those arm movements. Good. And when we're working at a low intensity like this, we sort of enter a fat burn zone. So we're accessing those fat stores, we're not really working any of those sort of carbohydrates that we intake. Okay, we're working those fat stores, especially if we do this for a long time. Right, 5 more seconds of this. Good. Keep going. And relax. Fantastic. Right, 10-15 second rest, and the last movement is this. So we're flying through, we're just over halfway through the total workout now, which is really good. Okay, have five or so more seconds to rest. If you need longer, of course you can. Okay, and we're going to go straight into it. This is one that aches our arms a little bit. Remember, outwards, inwards, up, down. Okay, if you can't do the up ones, that's fine. You can just continue with these. They might be a little bit easier for you. It's all focusing on range of motion in our shoulders. So your ability to navigate those positions, how much does your joint afford you to move? Good. Okay, about 10 more seconds on this. If you can only lift one arm, that's fine. As long as you're doing something, that's the main aim. I'm sure you're getting the gist of that now. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, I can really feel that at the top of my arms and my shoulders. So you know that it's working. It's good to feel that sometimes. Okay, and of course the last one we're going to be doing is the sit to stand, and then we've got one more set after this. Okay, now of course I could have just done one set with you and then let you do the 3 sets for yourself, but I think sometimes it's quite encouraging to watch me do the 3 sets with you, so we're in this together. So the sit to stand, make sure you're in your working position. Okay, just get your breath back from those previous exercises that we've done, and we're going to stand up nice and strong through your legs. Remember, you can use your arms to help. Up we go. If you've got a frame in front of you, hold on to it, but just do a little bit of a march. Okay, slowly return and sit down. There we go. Okay, little hip walk forwards, front third of the chair. Okay, and up we get. Good. Marching, return, and sit. Okay, and one more. So in total 9 stands today, it's not bad, is it? Okay, push, little hip walk, return, and sit down. Perfect, right, one last set, and let's make it the best one yet. Have yourself a little break, grab some water if you want. Okay, in about 20 seconds I think I'll give you, we are going to be doing the marching, okay? So just take a little breather. If you need to pause the video, of course, absolutely fine to do that if you need a little bit longer. Okay, make sure you do stay hydrated, and of course for the rest of the day after this workout, stay really hydrated, okay? Because if you are feeling like you're quite hot whilst you're doing this, you're losing fluid, you're losing bodily fluids, you need to make sure that you increase your intake more than what you normally would of water. That is, not teas and coffees always. Water is really important. So without further ado, knees marching and driving those arms. Good. I'm sure we're getting used to this now. You might feel your legs start to ache a little bit. As I said, it is good to feel your body starting to tire, because you know that you're working it. You know that your body will start to make those adaptations over the next couple of days. Okay, for it to become stronger and for you to become a little bit fitter as well. So 10 more seconds of this, not too long. We're nearing the end of the workout now, so we're so close, aren't we? Okay, and relax. There we go, 10 to 15 second rest. Have a little chat with the person next to you, or have a chat just with yourself. Some positive self-talk, keep yourself going, encourage yourself. Come on, you can do this. Okay, about 2 more minutes I think we've got left, and then we are all done. So without further ado, let's get this punching going. Driving your arms out in front of you. You can slow down if you want, making sure that those arms are nice and straight, so you're working these shoulders as well. Okay, that's it. Keep driving forwards. Keep going. Okay, and if you want, for the last 10 seconds, let's see if we can drive our arms up. That's something a little bit different, and it's going to be a little bit harder as well. Or you can just keep your arms going out in front. And when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right, we're going into the last exercise. Well, the second to last. Of course, we've got the sit to stand at the end as well. Okay, so 10 seconds just to get your breath back as we normally do. Remember, the next movement, the last movement, is going to be arms out and up. Okay, so when you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, arms out, up, out, up. So these nice big movements are great. Okay, they work our muscles as well as our joints, and they're also quite tiring too. So we're hitting that low to moderate. Fantastic. Keep going. Out, in, out, and in. Good. About 10 seconds left. Fantastic. And I'll tell you what we're also doing here is hitting our 22 minutes of exercise per day, which we should be hitting 150 minutes per week of moderate exercise. Let's keep going. One more and relax. Oh my goodness. I think on my last one there, my elbows were bending a bit because my arms were aching. Well done. Really, really well done. We're going to finish with the sit to stand. Okay, but do give yourself 10-15 seconds. You don't want to be standing up and be completely out of breath. So just let your breath return to a normal state. Your breathing just to come down a little, and then we're going to be doing 3 sit to stand. So just remember, okay, you want your feet beneath your knees, hip width apart, and we're going to be pushing mainly through our legs. They're a lot stronger than your arms, okay? So when you're ready, push yourself up. Good, little march, just to keep your blood circulating. Come back to that chair where you can feel it and slowly sit. Good. If you're ready, let's hip walk forwards, okay, into that position where you've got a good base of support. Push yourself up, a little bit of a march, return, and sit. And when you do sit down, try to get your bottom right to the back of the chair, okay? It does mean you've got to come forwards again, but it means you're sitting down safely. Okay, last one. Wow, we've been looking forward to this, haven't we? The last part of the workout. Okay, push yourself up, a little bit of a march, and return to that chair and sit down. Fantastic. Now you definitely deserve a bit of a rest, okay? So that's your exercise done for today. Bit of a longer video. I can imagine this is probably around 12 minutes long, I'm not too sure, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what a LIIT is. So instead of a HIIT, a high intensity workout, we've done a low intensity workout, but I would say we're bordering along low to moderate intensity, which allows you to hit your goals of doing that moderate intensity exercise each day. So 150 minutes we're meant to do each week, which averages out at 22 minutes per day. So you could do 60 minutes one day, and then you might have the next 2 days off. It doesn't matter how you accumulate those minutes or those hours, as long as you get your 150 minutes done, which sounds like a lot. But by simply going for a walk for 10 minutes each day, you're hitting your your half of your 22 minutes there almost. So try to keep yourself going with these workouts, with walks, especially during isolation. Keep yourself busy, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Do come along for that next one. Thank you.